Hi, Jeff Blanton with Jailbreak Leadership here with a quick thought about leadership, especially in times like this where there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of crisis, a lot of anxiety about what the future is going to bring. Often you got to bring some difficult news to some people. But here's a quick thought. I had a way back when my first true management leadership job. I actually was a skipper of a 38-foot racing sloop, and we were racing from Long Beach to Catalina, and we're about halfway across the channel. Very light day, very light wind, and man, we're barely moving. And you could do some simple math, and the simple math said, man, at this pace, we're not going to get to Catalina until sometime like at midnight or so. And it was very frustrating, and we never did any drinking really when we were racing. That was when racing was racing, but it was always like, yeah, let's race to Catalina. We'll get over there, drink some beers, have a good time, race home the next day. And so we're just kind of sitting out here in this frustrating moment. And I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I was sitting there and someone was standing in the companionway. And I said, hey, grab me a beer. And I hadn't stopped racing, but for whatever reason, I decided a beer would be a good idea. So they handed me this beer, and I started drinking my beer, and I'm kind of lost in my thoughts for a moment or two. And then all of a sudden, what I did was I took a look and I said, wow, everyone else on the boat is now drinking a beer. And all of a sudden the light bulb went on for me was everyone was watching me and everyone's watching you. If you're the leader, they're going to take their cue from you in regards to what's going on. Is this good? Is this bad? They're trying to read everything into what you're saying. Don't we do the same thing? We're watching President Trump giving his speeches. You know, what's he really saying? Is this the truth? What's going on here? I know I worked at a client, the CEO of that company was a pretty lighthearted, easygoing guy. But there's always a couple of days out of the month where, man, he sort of moped around for whatever reasons. But I just remember people in the organization noticing that. And they say, man, there must be something really bad going on in the business. And I have no idea why he was doing what he was doing, but that's how people interpret that. So as the leader of your organization, you just need to recognize that everyone is watching you 24/7, trying to take cues from what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're showing up. And sometimes that means you got to be a bit of an actor, right? Things might be kind of difficult, but you need to carry the flag. You need to be able to bolster up and say, hey, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this, and give people the confidence that we're going to make it together. So just a reminder, everyone's watching you. So pay attention to how you're like projecting yourself out into your organization. This is Jeff Blanton with Jailbreak Leadership saying, go do what you do because we're all counting on you.